This is a video all about the Humble N373 valve. This is not very well understood and it's often overlooked. This is a common cause of people's scrabbling issues, especially after it's being serviced or worked on. It's also a common cause for the p0961-62 algorithm fault. And I want to show you a little bit about this valve and how it works and what it does. Firstly, it doesn't rotate or do anything like that. It stays stationary. Inside there are little holes, and these are, the oil goes between these different orifices. Orifi, I love that. This is a proportional valve, and there's a spindle inside that moves around and controls whether the oil flows between one hole and the other hole. So I'm just going to show you on a diagram a schematic of the oil flow. Let's try this, and we can see these three holes. So there's one here, there's one here, and there's one here, and we can see these on the valve. So it's pumped here through this orifice to the clutch pack, or it's blown off and sent back to the sump. Now, so this is our feed, that's our blow off, and that's our supply to the clutch. If this doesn't close here, as you can see, oil is going to continuously go through here and go to the clutch, and it'll keep the clutch engaged all of the time. So what we need to do is make sure that this seals properly here, and we get debris jammed in here, but also this floating assembly, this spindle inside, gunge builds up here and behind the piston here, and this flutters. It's not like an open close, it doesn't go clunk clunk, it sort of modulates. So this is a precision oil control valve, and if it doesn't work properly you will get p0961-62, what we call the algorithm fault, and if it doesn't seal up properly it will scrabble its pants off. E.g. the four-wheel drive's locked up, you try and do a tight turn in a car park and it's skipping and jumping. You know that sensation. It's like having the diff lock put on. So I'm now going to take you over to some other video footage of another valve that we serviced. So let me just pause this and see if I can find it. Here's a picture, and this is of this middle orifice here, and it is that way round. Now we can see that this part, there's a piece of metal just like that one there, and it's behind that side, so this valve is currently closed properly. Now if you can see both bits of that, or you can see this here, or there's a jam, then the valve's open. So that has to be all the way that way. So if you can see one of those but you can see it here, then it's not closing properly, because that spindle is sprung backwards, so it's kept that way. Now if it doesn't close properly, it's stuck open. So, and this, let me see if we can stop it somewhere. There's a mic. So can we see that bit of aluminium? That, oh, I know it's a terrible video. Right, there's a good place. We'll just stop it there. I'm trying to fish it out. It's there. Right, hang on. Right, so we can see there's a bit of an aluminium stuck in this right now, and that is keeping that piston to this side, and it's keeping this little gallery open here, so this vehicle will scrabble like that. I think I'll spin it around now and show you another one. Yeah, because there are 4 of these holes. See, we can see it open there. Yeah, can we see that? So that is jammed open right now. That's the one with the aluminium in it. So once it's jammed open like that, the vehicle is going to scrabble. That's the O-ring there. So we'll just pin this. We're looking at this way around right now. We're looking at this opening here, and we've got the seal on this side, so that's the same way as it is in the video. Yeah. So with that piece of aluminium there, it's jamming that valve open. So this is the piece of debris that was actually in that valve, what I was pointing at with the tweezers. They're the tweezer tips, and these are some pretty sharp tweezers. Yeah, so it's a very small piece of debris, but it doesn't matter how small it is. I often fish out pieces of plastic and bits of seal, plastic, bits of rubber O-ring, rust and aluminium are the typical things that I fish out of these valves. So that was the piece of plastic, and then I think the piece of aluminium, and that is how the valve sits afterwards. There you go. So spin it around. Okay. That's a better in focus one. So now we can see that we've closed up this side, and we can see that side of the piston, and that's good because that means the oil is venting that way, which means it can vent to the blow off, and that should be its natural state. So right, the next thing that we need to think about with these valves is they're precious because they are discontinued by the manufacturer. They haven't been made now for about 5 or 6 years. I think it was about 2018 that they stopped making these. So you can't buy new ones. What we have in the world is all that we're ever going to have. We need to be very careful with them. If you drop this, what happens is it bends the spindle inside, and that jams them up as well. So if you look at the end of these, they've got like some bits folded in. They've got some little pieces folded in. If they get dropped, they tend to bend one of the 3 pieces inwards. So you need to be very careful of that. So we need to look after these valves because they are precious. So to wrap up this video about the Humble N373 valve, there are a few simple tests you can do. You can check for continuity across the 2 contacts. The winding inside here should be 3 ohms, give or take half an ohm. It should be isolated from the case, so you should have no continuity between the contacts and the case itself. Another very simple test that you can do is you can put 12 volts across the 2 contacts briefly, and you will see the spindle inside here move. When you put power to it, you'll hear it go click, 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 and you'll see it move in the little holes. If you keep the power on for too long, you will burn out the coil, but you can briefly put 12 volts across the 2 contacts, and you should be able to see the spindle, the shuttle, move inside. Another very simple way to test these to see if they leak, if you put your lips, this O-ring here, yeah, you shouldn't be able to blow through them. So if you just put them in like this, you shouldn't be able to blow through that section. Obviously you want to clean them first because you'll get a mouthful of Haldex oil, but that's a very simple test to see if they leak. So yeah, be careful with these. We've got a pressure testing rig for them as well, and we can clean them out. So if you send us one that you think is dubious, we can prove whether it works or not. And we include this as part of the Scrabble Stopper service. So if you send us your controller and your N373 valve at the same time, we'll tell you if this is the cause, and then we can Scrabble Stopper your controller. So you can find us at haldexrepairs.co.uk, and we trade as Auto Fault Finder Limited. So good luck, and be careful with your N373 valve because they are becoming irreplaceable. Anyway, all the best, and thanks for watching. Bye.